I have been shooting photography coming up to 10 years, and throughout them 10 years there has been one small but pretty important piece of equipment that I have never owned and never used, but that all changes today. This right here is the K&F 2-in-1 VND and CPL lens filter. Now yes, K&F has sent me this filter out, but they have not paid me to say anything. So everything that I do say in this video is truly my own personal thoughts. But what K&F has done, they have provided me a 17% discount code. So by the end of this video, if you do fancy picking one up, then use code SMmedia and you can get 17% off any other products, not just this filter. Not only am I getting better looking footage, but I'm getting it a lot quicker and easier thanks to this filter. In this video, I'm going to be showing you why a 2-in-1 filter is going to up your photo and video game. We're going to be looking at how well the image quality performs, because technically this is a very affordable lens filter. We're also going to be looking at and reviewing how well the design and build quality is. But to start with, let me explain what this filter actually does and what these filter names actually mean, because before I had this, I had no idea. Oh my god, that is a big ass bee. Jesus, I do not want to get stung by that bad boy. Jeez. Oh, it's gone. Yes, go away. Oh, it's coming back. Ooh. VND, Variable Neutral Density Filter. Essentially sunglasses for your camera. It is almost like an external accessory or tool that helps allow you to control how much light is entering into the lens. That way, when you're in certain situations, basically when it's really bright, you're able to set the settings that you want, like your aperture and even shutter speed, especially when you're a videographer and you want to follow the shutter speed and frames per second rule. But as for photography, you're able to slow the shutter speed down for the daytime harsh lighting long exposures. A CPL filter, also known as a circular polarizing filter, helps cut through reflections and glare, especially on water, glass and like shiny surfaces. It can also help boost contrast and make skies look an even deeper blue. My first impressions when I actually took this filter out of its case for the first time was it's got some weight to it, and to me that is a good thing because it felt well made. It felt like premium materials was used to actually make this thing. It's really easy to adjust the ND ring. It's like there's literally no effort to adjust it. But as for changing the CPL ring, that's a little bit more stiffer to turn. One of the best parts about this filter is that you don't have to carry around multiple filters. There is two, but in one. As for the image quality, I've noticed a huge difference, especially when taking photos, especially when using the CPL ring. It takes away glare, it brings out colors and boosts that contrast, and I absolutely love that. Honestly, it's like boosting up that contrast slider in Lightroom, but without having to go into Lightroom. It's just all in camera with just this thing. I can't lie, as for the video side of things, when shooting in log, I'm finding myself having to bring back a hell of a lot more color than what I used to. Yes, fair enough, this filter can absolutely help with lighting using the ND ring, but when it comes to color, it just seems a lot more washed out. But I'm also not going to sit here and act like I'm an absolute expert when it comes to videography, because I'm not. I am still learning, and when it comes to color grading in the editing process, well, that's a completely whole different ball game comparing it to how you edit photos and how you edit video. It's absolutely bonkers. But with that said, once the color grade has been applied to the footage, it most definitely produces a high quality image. Maybe this is just a subject that I can come back to in a year or two when I've actually learned a little bit more about videography and color grading. The filter itself is scratch proof, waterproof and even anti-glare, which is great. I've heard with strong ND filters they can actually introduce something called like a cross pattern throughout the photo or video that you're recording, or even vignetting, which obviously can be annoying. But with what K&F has done is actually split the filters up into different strengths. For example, this one is actually a 1 to 5 stop, which basically means I'm not going to go over the threshold that's going to make them cross patterns or vignetting. Now that I have actually used and experienced this filter, now I know what the capabilities are like, I definitely think I could never go back. All photographers and videographers definitely need one of these in their camera bags. It is something that's going to help you get the best image possible out of your camera. With the way this thing is made, I've found that you kind of need to adjust the CPL ring before you adjust adjust the ND ring. I suppose there's two different ways that you can change it. First of all, by using the black bars at the top, if you guys can see right there. You can actually hold these two black bars at the top and turn the back ring to adjust the filter strength, if that makes sense. Or you can actually move that whole ring by adjusting the toggles at the top that affect the ND ring, but once they hit a certain threshold, it actually starts to turn the CPL ring as well. But the reason I say this is because of how smooth and very nudgeable the ND ring can be. So if you was to dial in that first and then adjust the CPL ring, you're most definitely going to be nudging that ND ring because of how smooth and nudgeable it is. It's not a bad thing that it's smooth, but it's very easy to move when you don't want it to. Now that I have explained what this thing is and what it can do, if you do want to pick yourself one up, I will leave a link in the description below, and of course use code SMmedia to get that 17% off. Not just this filter, but any of the products on the K&F website. I just want to quickly say thank you very much to K&F for sending this thing out to me. It has been an absolute game changer, and it's definitely something that I'm going to be using a hell of a lot with my work. So K&F, thank you very much. I hope this video helped. If it did, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Safe.